Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we are talking about Yashahime, Princess Half Demon, Episode 15 review. And let me tell you, this definitely got me back into it. I was starting to kind of get bored with it, I'll be honest with you. I was debating whether or not I wanted to continue to review it, but this definitely pulled me back in. So this was definitely a throwback to the fans of Inuyasha. As I said, I've watched a few episodes of Inuyasha. I haven't watched the entire series, but the Shikan Jewel made an appearance. Was it Sesshomaru, if I'm saying his name right? Sheshmura, is it Sesshomaru? I believe it's Sesshomaru, Inuyasha, Kaigomi, the three mains. We got a huge amount of backstory on all three. Mora, Setsuna, and Toa got the backstory for pretty much all of them. We're going to be getting more backstory from Mora next episode, episode 16, so I am generally happy. I think what I'm going to do is I feel like pushing a couple things out one day isn't going to be the end of the world because it's still fresh in everyone's mind. So most likely how I am going to do this for the foreseeable future is Wednesday is going to be Ray Zero, Thursday is going to be Dr. Stone, Friday is going to be the Promised Neverland, Saturday is going to be your Jujutsu Kaisen, which I uploaded that today. I'm filming this on Saturday, the day of the release, but I'm going to be uploading this on Sunday, tomorrow, the 17th. And then Sundays are going to be your Yashahime for the foreseeable future. I think that's how I am going to do it. It is a possibility, though, if I get worn out from doing like 5 different shows, which is probably going to happen fairly soon, I am assuming. You might get a double up here once in a great while. So you may not get an episode on Friday. You may not, or Saturday. So if I do that, if I skip Promised Neverland 1 week and I do a double up episode, like for instance we're in episode 2, so if I combine 3 and 4, or if I combine like 15 and 16 from Jujutsu Kaisen, what'll happen is it'll go back to kind of like a regular release schedule. So it'll basically be Friday to Saturday. I'll put Yashahime on that Saturday instead. And then the next week, I will push Yashahime out to Sunday. You'll get the double episode review on Saturday of probably Jujutsu Kaisen, it'll most likely be Jujutsu Kaisen if I do a double review. Or you would get a double review possibly on Friday of The Promised Neverland. So we'll see how I want to do it. It's a little rough right now. I'm going to be honest. I assumed this show was ending at episode 14. I thought we were going to get a season 2, but no, we are getting the 2 quarters. I believe that's the phrase they use. We only got 1 week break though, really. Just 1 week break in between the two. So Jujutsu Kaisen, we got a 2 week break. The Jujutsu Kaisen also threw me off pretty good this week. I thought that was coming back next week. So it looks like the first anime that is going to end is technically is going to be The Promised Neverland, because we are getting 24 episodes of this. We're on episode 15. That means there's 9 left, I think, right? Yeah, 9 left. So actually, this will end first, but this will end, then Promised Neverland will end, then it'll be like Jujutsu Kaisen or A0. But that's a ways away. It's like 9 weeks away at this point. So who knows? But let's get into the review. So we get to see the twins born. We get to see Moro born. Kirin Maru, I believe, is the phrase of the demon that is the opposite of Inuyasha and Sesshomaru's father. There's a prophecy from the Shikan Jewel that the half demons will kill him. So he doesn't know what half demon will kill him. He knows Inuyasha is powerful, so he wants to kill Inuyasha. He wants to kill Sesshomaru's daughters as well. One of the 4 perils, I believe the last one, her name is Zero. That I believe she's one of the 4 perils. I could be wrong. Possibly the strongest one. We got to see 3 of the 4 in this episode, or 2 of the 3, I think, in this episode. She was the one that ordered the fire god to burn down the forest that they were in, because Kirin Maru, oh my god, these names are going to kill me. He wanted Inuyasha dead He wanted both of them dead, and I don't think Sesshomaru is strong enough to defeat him, because he was this demon is like the western half of the world. He's the king of it, as Sesshomaru's dad, Inuyasha's dad, was the king of the western half. So, I don't know if he's strong enough to defeat him. He may have to defeat him, but who the heck knows what'll happen. During this episode, we learned that a comet that came 500 years ago, Inuyasha's dad and Kirin, they both destroyed the shards. Inuyasha and Sesshomaru actually teamed up to Sesshomaru. Oh my god, these names are killing me. They teamed up in order to basically break the comet in half. Inuyasha sucked it into his sword, his crazy Zetsuga sword, which I think is an interesting throwback to Bleach myself, even though Bleach actually probably took it from that. But to me, it's the other way around, because I saw Bleach before I saw Inuyasha. I didn't even know of that sword's ability. But they got sealed up. We learn about a black pearl that was made using Inuyasha's mother's tears when his father passed away, and a rogue as well that she possessed, which they got both of. And Inuyasha took the pearl into his eye to make himself a little bit more powerful, I'm assuming, because the pearls do allow you to become more powerful, even though some of the stronger demons don't really believe it. And Sesshomaru ended up sucking Inuyasha and Kagome into the pearl. So theoretically, they are both alive. Most likely they are alive, but they are stuck in the pearl until it is important enough to bring them back out of the pearl. So I don't really know how that whole situation is going to play out, but eventually they are probably going to get released from the pearl, because they said you're going to, because it was like Sesshomaru's little like demon, I guess, like kind of advisor or something, whatever he is. Reminds me of the flea. Reminds me of the little flea. He said that you're going to need Inuyasha again one day, most likely to kill Kirin is my best guess. Either that or Towa and Setsuna are going to end up killing him at some point in time, because he's asleep right now as far as we know. But he looks very strong. He looks very powerful. He's got the very humanoid form, and to me it seems like the more human the demons are, the more powerful they are. We also learn where they got their pearls from, the gold pearl and the silver pearl. One of the four pearls, the snake woman that was previously defeated, she actually had them in both of her arms, and Sesshomaru cut her arms off after she was trying to kill his daughters, and no problem, cut both the arms off, took the pearls and gave them to his daughters for protection, along with putting them in a barrier and having them sleep to a certain extent, where they are taken care of and nobody can hurt them or kill them. They're half demons, so I don't know if that means they need to eat or not, but it looks like they were sleeping for the most part until the fire broke out, which got led up to that. And it was just a great episode overall, because we pretty much got the entire backstory of everything. As for Mora, she got transported to, I'm guessing it was an old group of Inuyasha or Kagome's friends, most likely. She got transported to a cave, which is how she became a bounty hunter. She actually got sold to somebody at some point in time. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out next episode, because next episode is going to be a more heavy episode. It's going to be all about her backstory. We pretty much got all the backstory at this point in time for Setsuna and for Towa, minus there's not really a whole lot of information about the whole dream butterfly thing. Not really anybody knows about it too much either, but that's going to obviously come into effect somewhere as well. But I mean, we got like 9 episodes left, so there's plenty enough room for wrap up. I don't know if this is going to be like a 1-season spin-off thing. I initially thought it was going to be 2, but it is possible that this whole situation could wrap up, because I mean, they're showing the main antagonist of the show that is going to have to die. We know where Kagome and Inuyasha currently are, so we're going to have to free them at some point in time as well, or maybe Sesshomaru has the ability to do that, and will eventually, if and when needed, but who knows? We'll just have to wait and see how that whole situation plays out. All we know is Kagome probably would have been a good mother if she didn't get sucked away. Sesshomaru is kind of a bad father, to a certain extent. Yes, he protected his kids, but at the same time, he had zero interaction with them for their literal entire lives, so 14 years. We learned that their mother is called Rin. I know she was in the Inuyasha franchise. I don't really know a whole lot about her. Not really familiar with her character. Not sure if she's dead or alive. We don't really know. We haven't seen her yet in the show, but I'm sure she will make an appearance at some point again too. Because basically, this was all set like 18 years in the past, and then it kind of was like it was almost like they squeezed in like a 4-year period into that part of time. But we learned obviously how they got the pearls, where the black pearl came from, where the rogue came from, and now all we need is a little bit of more information about Mora, which we should be getting all of that next episode, and we'll have the backstory, which leads me to believe this may just be, like a 1-season spin-off thing, just kind of like a fan service. Maybe if it's popular enough, they'll put out another season at some point in time, but I can definitely see this wrapping up on the 9 episodes we have left. But who knows, because I said that before, but at the same time, there's still a couple of perils, a couple of people we got to kill still before we even get to the main boss. Need to get to that dream butterfly at some point in time, and then need to get free Kagome and Inuyasha at some point in time as well. So we'll just have to wait and see how that whole situation plays out. Overall, I'm going to give this one a 10 out of 10. I thought it was fantastic. Definitely probably the best episode of this season so far. Really digging it. It's hyping me up for the rest of the season. I was getting real disappointed around episode 12, but my love is back up. Keep in mind, I'm also thinking this rating may be semi-biased, and the reason I say it may be semi-biased is because there really wasn't a whole lot going on for the other 4 anime this week. A lot of it was setups for amazing episodes that are going to happen in the future. Promised Neverland, most of it was a setup and just some training. Dr. Stone was more of a setup. Jujutsu Kaisen was more of a setup as well. And everything was just a setup for better episodes to come. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like. Feel free to comment down below what you would like me to do for future anime and cartoon related videos. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.